Kick this one away. Saquon Barkley deep to return. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he's got room. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Extra point try good by Gano, and that makes the score 21-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Azeez Ojulari. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. 3rd and long for Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. And he will go down, a Cowboy sack. Randy Gregory, his second sack of the night. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to it, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. CeeDee Lamb deep for the Cowboys.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Both teams making their final adjustments for the second half to come. And to bring the action your way, we go back to MetLife Stadium and Brandon Gaudin.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead. CeeDee, what do you think the message was at halftime? Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down of the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
He targets Ingram for another grab. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a 1st down.
66 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Jones now will run it. 1st down and much more here for Jones. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Yeah, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley there to make the grab. And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Three quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And incomplete on the deep ball. Let's go, man. is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. On first down, Jones. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. The throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown.
Nothing here! Nothing here!
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Throwing after the interception. Jones flushed out right. That's complete to John Ross. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down. Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's a give to Barkley. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On third down, Barkley. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. They'll run with Barkley. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Out to his left. Completes it to Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, 41 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
A first down carry by Elliott. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Big Leonard Williams, the one who came in and got him.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque.
Yeah, I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
To throw is Prescott. Fighting through pressure. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. He'll return it from the 6. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And some room to maneuver. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet and open.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott there to make the grab. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this one is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Now left side on the swing pass. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And he'll just get rid of it. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Prescott. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They'll throw again. Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott hooking up with Amari Cooper. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yards.
That's caught at the 25. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? A final shot before break. Jones. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley as time expires in the first half. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point try good by Gano. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Both teams making their final adjustments for the second half to come. And to bring the action your way, we go back to MetLife Stadium and Brandon Gaudin.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late.
good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
On second down, Elliott fights off the defender, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On third down, it's Prescott. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
It's 2nd and 8.
Now Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Prescott sliding out of the pocket. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
4th down, Prescott. That's to his running back, complete. And he's unable to get away. They stop him at the line on 4th and 2. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
6 yards left on 2nd down. Again, it's Barkley. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 86 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
1st down, and they'll try to run the option left. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
You know, as a defensive guy, I don't normally do this, Brandon, but a tip of the cap to the offensive coordinator. Design quarterback run at this stage of the 4th quarter when I expected him to throw the ball, and he got a 1st down.
Yeah, trailing this stage of the 4th quarter. Picked up the 1st, stopped the clock, too.
Yeah, sometimes there's some guts in play calling when you go against the grain because you know you could easily be criticized if it doesn't work out.
Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. 2nd and 9. Now Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Barkley. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Now a good running play here to start the drive. That'll net them 14 yards as they pick up the 1st. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Prescott on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a 2nd to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's Prescott. He goes to Lamb again. This time he's got him. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 36.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
first down. It's Elliott, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop. 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Elliott. Shoves him away. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 10th carry now for Elliott. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together, make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts. Got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand and it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here's Jones.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Jones.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he will get out of bounds here to stop the clock, but not a huge pickup there. 6, maybe 7. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Jones.
He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Now Jones.
Open man is Ross, complete. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
second down at 4. To throw is Jones. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And now time for one final play that has to be obviously in the end zone.
Can't wait to see what they call, but you want to get it to your best player. Sometimes you have to do it by formation. Move everyone to one side, and maybe he gets a one-on-one isolated on the backside.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime